Good Monday evening, everyone. Welcome to the Dirt Racing Network, the Digital Sim Sports Network, and our live coverage of the Dirt Slingers Racing League Monday Night Thunder Jess&Jims Steakhouse Big Block Modified Series round number 2. The D-shaped oval at Weedsport, a fantastic racetrack. One of the fun places to come and watch one of these because it is such a different shape to a racetrack. The corner is super tight getting into one and super tight getting out of 4 to get onto that gigantic straightaway. But the rest of the track, you are in a left-hand turn the whole time. And it makes for some pretty exciting racing, especially on the entries and exits of those corners when the cars get bunched up. We've got 18 warriors in here tonight, ready to do battle in round number 2. First of 2 shows tonight for Monday Night Thunder. The second show, the long-awaited return of the Outlaw 410 Sprint cars. And we are interested to see how many drivers drag into the pits over at Lernerville and put on the show for you guys tonight. Don't be afraid to say hi in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. If you got a favorite driver, shout them out. If you're on Facebook, like, share, follow. YouTube, Twitch, and Trovo. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. You know, every time we go live, about 2 minutes till these drivers get out here. Random draw, pill draw for their heat races. No qualifying this season. The only real change is that no qualifying. The lap counts have stayed the same. The division number for heat races has stayed the same. Just a little streamlining. is all that was done to get these shows rolling. Couple of new faces. Noah Bowman, a new face in here tonight. The return, last week's winner, 82 car. Dalton DeWert. He's back again. Bringing a couple of the boys from Full Throttle Motorsports over there. So looks like the boys are going to get about another minute and 20 seconds. And they are not going to waste any time getting out here and putting down a few laps. Team Holy Cow. First 3 cars to hit it. And I say that tongue-in-cheek because that's Matt Westfall, Tom Ostendorf. And I know Noah Bowman is over there with those guys. Go over here. Tim Nichols and company are out here as well. Braden Eiler, the high side hustler, in the house tonight in the Big 5 car. Always fun to see Braden. Kurt Nye, multi-time winner in the series last season. Giovanni Mungan, Dylan DeWert, your defending series champion, did not start the season off with a bang. More of a whimper. He did not have a good night last week at Huset's. So he's going to start defending his title a little bit behind the curve. And we've just expanded out to 19 drivers as old Buddy Ware. Where's Buddy? Buddy Ware. Making his way into the server. Don't see any laps coming out of Keppel, Hauer, or Ware right now. So we'll see. There's our buddy Tim Nichols. The old hillbilly himself. All right, that's it. Practice time is over. It is time to put up. But these guys definitely will not be quiet. They will be loud and noisy all the way around the speedway all night long. And we're ready for some fantastic racing action. All right, heat number 1 about to grid out on the front stretch. It'll be 10 cars. And on the pole, wow, Flying Buckeye Matt Westfall. Newcomer to the series, the 488 of Carson Smith will be on his outside. Then Kevin Hanley, the Cadillac man, in the 110 beside him, or inside row number 2, and beside him, the 17 of Buddy Ware. Kurt Nye on the 74, row 3 inside. Patrick Cobb, the 02, teammates in row number 3. Giovanni Mungan, 141 car, 4th row inside with Noah Bowman, another newcomer to the series. He starts in position number 8. In your back row, a previous series champion, Anthony Morano in the 32 car, and Jonathan White in the 23. All right, 10 of them are out here. We'll have 9 in race number 2. Everybody's going to the show. 40 laps for the big show tonight. Eight laps in your heat races. You got to get it done. You got to go hard. You're going to get a start. There's no doubt you're going to get your start in the feature tonight. And Buddy Ware, we just need to go change Buddy's number. And I keep threatening to do that. And I'm going to do it between shows tonight.
Green, green, green.
Green flag in the air. We're underway for heat number 1. Through 1 and 2, Westfall has the point. Kevin Hanley's going to move up to 2nd around Carson Smith. Then Kurt Nye to 4th. Buddy Ware 5th, and he's in a battle. Car right behind him. They're side by side. 2 behind that. Patrick Cobb in the 02. Now 3 wide. Cobb goes. Morano was on the bottom. Bowman was up top. They're still 3 wide through 3 and 4. There's not a lot of room for that. They make it work. Top 4, top 5 pretty easily settled. It's behind that you're going to see all of the action because it's Cobb on top, Morano on the bottom, and in the sandwich, the meat, well, that's Noah Bowman, and he is not going to get through there very easily. We'll drop back. Jonathan White. That one machine, and then Giovanni Mungan at the back. halfway home in the heat race, and look who's on the back end of the 54. That's the 110 of Kevin Hanley. Hanley, a multi-time winner in big block modified racing action at DSRL. Trying to find enough momentum to shoot past Westfall. Kurt Nye is right there as well. So Westfall's got to defend everything right now as they look to go 3 wide. Coming to 2 to go. Hanley is alongside Westfall. Westfall, whoa, shut the door hard. Nye got into Hanley. That opens things up for Buddy Weber. Right now, Westfall, well, he's going to come to the white flag, and he's going to have another challenger, Kurt Nye. Nye slid a little wide in 2. I don't think he's going to be able to get there in 3 and 4. And Matt Westfall is going to win Heat 1. Kurt Nye second. Kevin Hanley will hang on for third. Then Buddy Ware, Noah Bowman, Anthony Morano, Patrick Cobb, Jonathan White, Carson Smith, and Giovanni Mungen. Hello, Mr. Bill. Glad to have you in chat tonight, sir. I know that Mr. Vinny's not racing this evening, but it's always a pleasure to have you in the chat. Trying to get the people going over on YouTube there. All right, let's get ready for heat number 2. This is how we're going to grid them out. Devin Howard, the 316, a multi-time winner in the series a couple seasons ago. He starts on the pole with his teammate, Dalton DeWert, in the 82. Last week's winner, season opener winner, on the outside. Braden Eiler, the high side hustler, in the 5-car, row 2 to the inside. Next to Bachman, Sam Bachman, the 007, in the 4 starting position. Garrett Boyd, previous season champion and multi-time winner in the series. He starts row 3 to the inside. Next to, well, the big hillbilly, the Ohio hillbilly, Tim Nichols in the 131. Greg Keppel, winner in the series last season in the 38, starts in row number 4 on the inside, and he's got the other 32 car, Tom Ostendorf, next to him. And your defending series champion, Dylan DeWert, having 0 luck with his draws right now, as he is going to start way out back. And 007, Sam Bachman, not able to make the call for the heat race. Don't know what happened there, but he did not roll out for his heat. So we'll get this pace truck out of the way. We'll get ready to go racing. Heat race number 2. The green flag in the air. Devin Howard. To the point, side by side for second. Eiler has the inside. DeWert on the outside. That's Dalton DeWert in the 82. Garrett Boyd tucked into 4th, and he's got Tim Nichols behind, but here comes Greg Keppel. Greg Keppel going to pull to the inside. Turn number 2 down that rounded backstretch, and he'll take the spot from Tim Nichols. Move him up to 5th. Dylan, the other DeWert, the defending series champion, and he is just struggling with his pill draws this season, and it is putting him at the back of heat races, and he's having a hard time coming forward. Had a hard time at Huset's, and it looks like tonight he's going to have just as hard a time. Now triple wide out of 2. DeWert trying to move up to 6th. Had it momentarily, and it slipped away on the exit of the corner. We're going to go up here to the front because Dalton DeWert now has the lead away from Devin Howard. Greg Keppel fighting for 3rd, and he's got 2 side-by-side. Garrett Boyd on the inside. Braden Eiler on the outside for the 4th spot. Everybody with plenty of room to race. They are still battling hard for that 4th spot. I think the lead is going to be challenged here momentarily. Here comes Dylan DeWert in the 20. It'll be white flag of this time. Dalton DeWert out front. Devin Howard in 2nd. They're pretty tight. Keppel has 3rd. Eiler has 4th. That time a big mistake from Boyd. And Dylan DeWert, Tom Ostendorf are going to go by. But Dalton DeWert, picking up where he left off in the feature last week, wins heat number 2. Howard, Keppel, Eiler, Dylan DeWert, Garrett Boyd, Tom Ostendorf, Tim Nichols, and Sam Bachman. So heat racing action has concluded. The guys will have warm-up time here. Don't see the FTM guys in our chat server. I was gonna grab Dylan and try to talk to him and ask him what he's gonna have to find a penny and pick it up because he's just having terrible luck. His pill draws are nasty. And his heat races, he'll pick up a spot or two, but that is not what he wants to do. He wants to be a lot further forward. Real quickly, all that's left here in this one is going to be our 40-lap A main in just a few moments. 9:30 Eastern, we'll be back live. Rock and K Logistics, 410 Outlaw Sprint Cars. First time in a number of years for the Dirt Slingers at the 410s. We'll be back in action, and we are looking forward to the turnout. See how many drivers we get. Tomorrow night, ERA back in action. You're going to have a different commentator. You'll have my good buddy, KR Stolfus, calling the race, but be sure that you tune in. Treat him at least as good as you treat me. I'm not saying he's definitely not me, but just treat him good. He's a good guy. A lot of fun. Covers for me when I need him, so I greatly appreciate him. Then Wednesday night, Midwest Truck Series will be in action once again. We're still debating on the Thursday night deal. We don't know. And Friday night, American Dirt Series should be back after their postponed race, and they should pick the season back up and take off with that. So that'll be the rest of this week. Up to 9 shows, but no fewer than 7. I will be here for 6 of them. Maybe 8 if we do the Thursday shows. About halfway through the warm-up session. Patrick Kyle, there's Greg Keppel somewhere. There he went back to the pits. Garrett Boyd. This guy right here, Devin Howard. Oh, man, that doesn't look good. He came in here 2 seasons ago, a house of fire. I think he ripped off about 3 wins in 5 races. And then we didn't see him again for a while. And every time he comes back, man, he puts a challenge to everybody in the server. And it's always fun when he makes it back into race with the big block guys. Ooh. If you're a sprint car fan, you just happen to be checking us out. Sprint Car Show next. But on March 31st, the whole night. Ooh, Tim Nichols having a problem. The whole night will be sprint cars. It's going to be the Tim Sims DSRL King of the Wing night. Oh, are you out of here? Is it Drinky Smurf time, sir? I'm getting a chat from somebody. Well, have one for me, my man. All right, 60 seconds. They'll clear the track. We'll get ready for 40. Green flag feature laps. Dalton DeWert and I think Matt Westphal have our front row locked up. It's going to be interesting if Dalton DeWert comes in and takes the title away from Dylan DeWert this season. Need to get him in here. Need to get Dylan in here and ask him if he has partaken of those steaks that Jess&Jims Steakhouse gave our champion last season. I mean, who doesn't like free steaks? That it should be a staple of just being an American. Gotta love free steaks. We're very happy to have all of our sponsors. Jess&Jims Steakhouse, Rocket K Logistics, Midwest Barbecue and Equipment, England Farms, Edmund Trophy, Tim Sims, Scott King Designs, 1-8 Electric, Layden Remodel and Flooring. Everybody that is on board for 2025, we are very, very happy to have them. They do a lot for these guys. So let's get ready to look at our starting grid for round number 2's A-Main. 40 laps the distance. Here at Pole Center, the 54. A Flying Buckeye, Matt Westfall, Dalton DeWert, last week's winner. In the 82, he'll start on the outside of that front row. Kurt Nye, the 74. Row 2 to the inside with Devin Howard, the 316 on his outside. Then Kevin Hanley, the Cadillac Man, the 110. Inside row 3 with Greg Keppel in the 38. Your fourth row, the 49 of Buddy Ware, and the 5 of the high side hustler, Braden Eiler. Noah Bowman. It's 24 on the door, 420 on the program, but he starts row 5 inside with Dylan DeWert, your defending series champion in the 20 car on the outside of that row. Your sixth row is going to be Anthony Morano, a former series champion, alongside another former. The last 3, 10th, 11th, and 12th. The 21 of Garrett Boyd in that 12th spot. Patrick Cobb, the 02, he's got the 7th row inside starting position with Tom Ostendorf in the 32 car on his outside. And then Jonathan White, the 1 car. It says 23 here, but it's 1 on the door. He starts 15th with Tim Nichols in 16th in the 131. The 17th starting spot will go to the 488 of Carson Smith. And then Giovanni Mungan in the 141. Sam Bachman not able to make the call for the feature. So we'll have 18 of them. They're still going to do 40 laps. Will we have a repeat winner go back-to-back to start the season? Or will Hauer, Nye, Hanley, Keppel, Westfall, any of these guys be able to knock last week's winner back? Well, we'll know in 40 laps, that's for sure. I don't know what that means. The Facebook chat, and I have no idea what that means. So, Eek. All right, pace trucks are getting out of the way. Time to go green. Dirt Slingers Racing League Monday Night Thunder, Jess&Jims Steakhouse, big block modifieds underway 40 times around. Westfall right to the point. DeWert. Here comes Sam Bachman came. I thought Bachman. No, it wasn't. It was Nichols and Mungan that were flying towards the back of the field. They fell back just a little on the start. I thought Bachman come flying out of the pits and was trying to catch up. Westfall holding off DeWert. They're side by side behind. Devin Hauer up top. Kurt Nye on the bottom. And Kevin Hanley is just looking for a sliver of room to put that 110 car in. Keppel 6th, Bowman 7th, Ware 8th, Eiler's 9th, Morano trying to make a move on the inside. He was 10th when they went into 3 and 4, and he's still 10th at the line. Top 4, 5 have singled out all the way to Keppel, all the way to Bowman. Now it's a 2-wide battle behind the 49 of Ware. Watching Ware and company. That is the 32 of Morano down on the bottom. Just trying to find enough momentum to clear the 49 of Ware, and he may have it out of turn number 2. No way. Buddy Ware down the hill uses the momentum and grab the spot back. Morano can't get that left front any closer to that inside wall, going into 1 and out of 4. I'll tell you what, he is almost rubbing the letters off the tires. He is so close on the inside. Here comes Garrett Boyd running the bottom. Boyd is now up to 12th and closing in on this group. Let's go back to the front because Dalton DeWert now going for the lead. He's going to get it on the outside of turn number 2. Devin Hauer in the 316 trying to follow into those tire tracks. A little contact between Westfall and Hauer. That'll put Hauer back to third. He'll have to go on the attack again. Hanley's still fourth, and Kurt Nye is still fifth. Noah Bowman now up to the sixth spot. Greg Keppel, Anthony Morano, Braden Eiler, and it's hard to tell. Dylan DeWert for 10 feet, Buddy Ware for 10 feet, 10th and 11th right now. Single file most of the way back. Here comes our first caution.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Garrett Boyd is in it. I don't think he caused it. Little drone cam. Ooh, Buddy Ware and Dylan DeWert had contact. Yeah, and then Boyd got into the back of Ware when he lost his momentum, and Cobb got into him too. Kind of a chain reaction deal. If we go back and we watch that. Again from back here, you'll see the contact right there. And up goes the left front, and that's all the momentum taken away from the 49 car. He just got pushed into the 20. Got himself rolled over. So we'll slow things down. I think they had one caution last week in the feature. Dalton DeWert, Matt Westfall, Devin Hauer, Kevin Hanley, Kurt Nye, Noah Bowman, Greg Keppel, Anthony Morano, Braden Eiler, and Dylan DeWert are the top 10. Cobb, White, Smith, Nichols, Mungan, Boyd through 16. And then Buddy Ware off track right now. Tom Ostendorf has rolled the 32 car back out onto the racing surface. He is 5 laps down. You'll see a few of these guys in the 410 sprint car here in just a little bit. I have a feeling we'll see Westfall, Ostendorf. We will probably see Bowman. I would imagine we're going to see Braden Eiler. There's a really good chance we're going to see Anthony Morano, Garrett Boyd, probably Jonathan White as well. So not quite half of this field will be in the 410 sprint car, just a little bit too. But we're back underway. Green flag out one more time. DeWert with a good start. This time, Hauer tries to use the inside to get Westfall. He goes down. He's going to slide across the nose. Westfall's going to try to cut that over. Nye and Hanley sharing paint. So is Noah Bowman down the front stretch. I think Bowman's going to be the beneficiary of all that. Caution, Tim Nichols. Yee, Tim. How bad was that crash? Yellow car, center of the screen. Oh, and it really wasn't all. It was Patrick Cobb and Jonathan White kind of got sideways, and Tim just went to miss it. Let's go watch Jonathan White right here. Oh, got down the corner, hot, got into the back of Cobb, and then Nichols comes in, and so did Ostendorf. Telling you, this track is tricky. When you try to get down into one and you try to get out of four, it gets so narrow so quick. And it's really an aspect change because you go in there into one and everything is a nice big wide straightaway, and then all of a sudden that corner just looks like it just shrinks right up. And then coming out of four, it shrinks up as you get to the very exit of the corner and then widens out again once you get on the straightaway. And it's really as much an optical illusion out there as it is anything. But the drivers react to that. And it can create situations. This time, I think it was just a little hot getting in the corner. And, I'm in his bumper back here, and there's not a lot I can do once I hit him. So we're doubled up. We're ready to go back to it. Still got 27 laps remaining. DeWert, Westfall, Hauer, Bowman, Nye, and Keppel are the top 6 right now. Hanley is 7th.
Green, green, green.
Rano was 8th on the restart. DeWert's got the point. Westfall trying to keep Hauer at bay, and Hauer's going to go by. Westfall up the hill right in front of Bowman. They'd make it work. Uh-oh, contact behind. That was Anthony Morano, I think, and Patrick Cobb had a moment coming out of 4. Oh, this time Westfall cutting from the top to the bottom. Everybody checked up and gave just a little bit of room right there. Matt was way out by the fence in 4 and cut it right to the inside. Right down the hill. Now, Noah Bowman might have to do that because the car got up on the flat part. I think that's what did it to Westfall last lap. He got the right rear up on the flat part of the track going off into the pits right there, and he had to cut the car down real quick. Hanley's still 4th, Bowen's 5th. Eiler up to 6th, Nia's 7th. Dylan DeWert now carving through the field. He had a very difficult start to the night, and now has carved his way inside the top 8, and he's still looking for more. Not halfway yet. Couple of laps shy of that. Westfall checked things up a little through 3 and 4, and Bowman almost pushed him down the front stretch right there. Braden Eiler now closing in, working on Bowman for 4th. Eiler looks like the car's coming to him a little bit here midway. Right on the back bumper of the 54 of Westfall. Bowman with a big run and runs right into the back of Westfall. Lifted up that left front. We saw that earlier. It ended up in a couple cars sideways down to 1 and 2. This time everybody survives. We were halfway last time by now. Devin Hauer is at the point. So Hauer comes in, gets the restart he needed, goes after the lead, takes it away from Dalton DeWert. Westfall still 3rd. Bowman is 4th, but Eiler is really working on that bumper of the 54, and he's trying to get clear of the 24. A little contact now to the inside. Couldn't quite make it stick. Westfall holding him off, and Kurt Nye is going to throw his hat in here. And Nye is not afraid to go 3 wide and try to thread the needle. Good battle. 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th right now. Bowman got some momentum, takes it real wide. Can he get it out of 2? He's going to go right by Westfall. Westfall jams it down into 3 and 4 and goes and slides across, opens the door, and Eiler almost put it in his left door. He checked up and gave up a spot, staying out of the 54's door. Up front, no change, and they're driving away. They are 3 seconds ahead of this battle right here. Bowman, Nye, Keppel, and Westfall now side by side. That's a battle for 6th. Make it 5th and 6th. Ooh, I thought maybe Westfall might have clipped the wall as quick as that car jerked to the left. Keppel going by Westfall. Move him up to the 5th spot. Hanley and Eiler now the next 2 behind the 54. Hauer, DeWert, Bowman, the top 3 will come around. It'll be 11 laps remaining. This is still a mess right here. Keppel is in front of Westfall. Eiler right behind, Hanley right behind. Morano and Cobb are right there. Boyd got around Dylan DeWert. DeWert is back into the 12th position. You go back, Giovanni Mungan, Carson Smith, Tim Nichols rounding out the field. You can see the leaders in 3 and 4. They're on the same straightaway now, right as Nichols entered turn number 1. They were coming out of 4, but we're inside 10 to go, and I do not think lap traffic will become a factor. Big run for DeWert out of 2, and he got to the inside. Little contact. Good piece of driving to save it, but it's really going to cost him a lot of time. And now Noah Bowman can see second place right in front of him. Door was slightly ajar, and DeWert thought he was going to get in there and just kick it open, and Howard didn't flinch. Devin Howard cruising away, 2.9 seconds in front of DeWert now. Bowman still third, Kurt Nye in fourth, 6 laps remaining. Then Keppel fifth, Westfall, Eiler, Hanley, Morano, and Patrick Cobb right here in the O2 car. Your 10th place runner. Wave lap for Devin Howard, 5 to go, and lap traffic may become a little bit of a factor. I think as big a lead as he has, he can just kind of sit behind those guys and cruise the last about 3 laps. Four to go that time. Still clicking them off pretty good, 16 flat. Going around, 3 to go that time. Howard. Every time he comes to one of these shows, man, you can expect him to go to the front, and he does it. 2 to go that time by. I think if the guy could show up for all the races, he could be a multi-time champion in the series. Jim Nichols right in the front. Nichols running in 15th, but it's white flag time one more time around. Howard can stay right where he's at. He doesn't even have to try to pass Nichols. Checkered flag this time. Devin Howard wins round 2. Dalton DeWert second. Noah Bowman in third. Nye and Keppel 4 and 5. Westfall 6th, Hanley 7th, Morano 8th, 9th was Eiler, Cobb in 10th, Boyd 11th, Dylan DeWert 12th, Mungen 13th, Smith 14th, Nichols 15th, Ostendorf 16th, White 17th, and Ware in 18th. Bachman will get credit with 19th, but he did not make the start. So let's see. Yeah, let's try to do this. There we go. There's a pretty good one. Let's pop this up. And let's find out where Mr. Bowman is at. Oh, Howard is there. Oh, the boys are in the wrong rooms. That's why. I got to get them to the right room. So you got to give me a second, folks. That's second and first. I'm just waiting for Noah Bowman to make his way to chat with us. We may have to come back to third place. Oh, there's Noah Bowman right there. Yeah, he's already. Okay, good. I like that. All right, let's grab him up. Let's talk to our third place finisher. Noah Bowman, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, man, debut in the series, and you're going to come home with your first podium. First of all, tell me about your feature a little bit. Looked a little eventful, but all in all, looked like it was pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I think I started ninth. I knew I wouldn't have nothing for the regulars, but I kind of just bided my time, waited for the guys in front of me to make a mistake, slip up. Because the track started changing, it started getting really slick and dusty, so just kind of waited for them to make a mistake and went where they didn't.
Well, there's some really good guys. We like to claim that we have the best big block modified drivers on the service in here, and you come home third. What do you think about the competition level in this series?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I know usually if they have like FTM or something on their card, that means that they're pretty good, so I don't run these much, but when I do, usually it's pretty fun. So glad I had the chance to join this race.
All right, man. Well, give me a couple shout-outs, some thank yous. We'll let you get out of here and go celebrate that third-place finish.
I'd like to thank you guys for putting on the broadcast, Indy Race Parts Esports, Red Driver Marketing Solutions, everybody who helps me out.
All right, Mitt. Good to see you again, Noah. Thanks for joining the series, and we'll look forward to seeing you back in a little while for the 410s.
Thanks, Roger.
Noah Bowman finishing in that third spot, and now he wins in week 1. He comes in and has to try to chase his teammate down in week 2, but he comes home second. Dalton DeWert, 1 and 2 in 2 consecutive weeks. That's a pretty good start to the season, buddy.
Yeah, man, no doubt. Can't complain about that. Had a good race there with my teammate Devin. Made a mistake there. When I had the lead, I hit the top, and my car got real uncomfortable there, and it set me straight, and I lost a little time there. And I didn't know Devin was that close to me when I did that little bit of a cut down line. I ran into his door, and I was like, dang, dude, I had no idea you're right there, you know. And then he had the better line, and then I found something that was different than his with a cut down, like middle, bottom, and 3 and 4. And I got underneath him there going into the 3, and kind of just ran out of real estate and almost sent the car around. So, I mean, overall, that was a good race, and hats off to him for the win.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. It looked like the door was a crack open, and you tried to kick it the rest of the way, and he didn't even flinch, man.
No, that's for sure. No, I just tried to, because the last 2 laps there, I did the same thing, and I think I just had more of a run and didn't expect, you know, to meet in the middle there how we did, but, you know, it all worked out, you know. Definitely can't complain about a podium.
All right, man, some shout-outs, some thank yous. We'll let you go celebrate, bub.
Yeah, brother, I got to thank all my teammates and friends at Full Throttle Motorsports, Dean at Super Dirt Car Series, my brother DJ, Gunnar at Swan Speed Shop, Dupro Performance, Jess&Jims Steakhouse, heard that's really good. All you guys for putting this on, and all for the good racing.
All right, man, thanks for chatting with us. Look forward to seeing you back next week.
All right, Roger, thanks, man.
Dalton DeWert finishing in second, and now we'll move on. And when he shows up,
well, it's the big slow.
when he shows up, he shows out. Man, I wish he'd show up more. But Devin Howard, that was impressive.
Yeah, thanks, man. That's wasn't comfortable at all. I didn't run any practice laps, and I can't remember the last time I ran Weedsport. But I had a little something to work with, and you know, heat race I wasn't all that comfortable either, but it was just enough to get by. And same way with the feature, I didn't have any confidence going into it either, but yeah, it was a good run. I'm glad I got to run up front with Dalton.
Well, I want to ask you, because it was about 10 or 12 laps from the end. You're cruising down the backstretch, go into turn 3, and all of a sudden there is a knock on your left door, man. Did that surprise you?
No, I wouldn't. I mean, I heard him down there, but I really wasn't sure if I had come down a little too much from the line that I was running, or if he had slid up a little bit. But I mean, I knew it wasn't nothing intentional, so we were both racing hard for the lead and everything. So I wasn't really worried about it. Yeah.
Well, we definitely are hoping that we get to see more of the 316 car this season. Big, long season, so try not to miss too many races. Maybe put yourself in, the hunt for the title. A couple of seasons ago, you were right there till the very end.
Yeah, I had the big block and the UMP points wrapped up until I found out that I couldn't win the overall championship because I didn't run no asphalt. So after that, I pretty much just kind of gave up on it the last race or two.
Well, we hope you don't give up on this one, man. Great run. Give me some shout-outs, some thank yous. We'll let you go celebrate, sir.
Yeah, all my boys at Full Throttle Motorsports, teammates and friends and everything. Get Nasty Motorsports, DJ Sim Shop, Dupro Performance, Dean at Super Dirt Car, and Drury Designs, and you guys for the broadcast and the race. Appreciate it.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. We'll look forward to seeing you back next week.
Thank you.
That is Devin Hauer. He picks up the win in round number 2. So Full Throttle Motorsports wins week 1, week 2, and right now Dalton DeWert is going to have a pretty good points lead when we go into week number 3. We'll try to bring those to you next Monday night. That is going to do it for show number 1. We will be back. Let me check. We will be back in about 35 minutes for show number 2. Make it 35 or 40 minutes. We'll open up for show number 2. Should be a pretty good one. Going to be 410 Wing Sprint cars. They will be at Lernerville for their first round of the season. They have 10 rounds. They split the 20-week season with the 360s on alternating weeks. So this is the opening night for the big 410s. Back after a couple of years hiatus here at Dirt Slingers Racing League. So make sure you tune back in for that. If you can't be with us the rest of the night, make sure you tune in tomorrow. Say hi in the ERA broadcast. Mr. Bill, I hope you come back for show number 2. Otherwise, you're going to see KR tomorrow night when the ERA guys run round number 5. But that is going to do it, guys. I appreciate you being here. Without you, there's no reason for us to do this. Without all the awesome leagues giving us great racing like we just witnessed right here, there is nothing for us to cover. Pats on the back, high fives all around there. Until we see you the next time, peace and love to everybody. You got to keep the rough side facing down at all times. You definitely got to keep it dirty.